Fellas, this ain't a drill. Hoyo's recent drip marketing has given me hope as a Xiao main. They've recently announced the Wanderer, and he looks an awful lot like Scaramouche, but he's blue. And Faruzan, who also looks like Hatsune Miku. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed about something now, but it's not what you think. I'm not disappointed about Scara being playable. It's not because he kind of spoils the Archon quest, but it's because I won't be able to make another meme about a dead Harbinger. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't that excited at first about the potential of Scara being playable, but now I am, to be honest. Speaking of excitement, remember to sub and like if you enjoyed the content. I'll be doing my Nahida polls when she comes out on Tuesday, and maybe if Scara and Faruzan are what I hope they will be, then maybe I'll swipe. Maybe. But anyways, remember to support the channel so we can reach 2k subs soon. Thanks, I greatly appreciate it. The main reason I'm so excited for the release of these two new characters is because they are both Animo, and that is by far my favorite element to play. And I'm pretty sure Scara or the Wanderer is most likely going to be a 5-star, and Faruzan is a 4-star. I don't know because I haven't seen leaks yet, but this really makes me wonder, could this mean a potential Xiao support? When Hazo first came out, I was hoping maybe, just maybe, he could be a Xiao support. Obviously, I was wrong, and I was a little disappointed at first, but he was kind of fun to play, so he gets a pass. But now, Scara and Faruzan, both Animo characters, maybe they could potentially be a good Xiao support. I feel like it's unlikely for Scara to be a support. The only thing I have to go off of that is Child is an on-field DPS, and he's also a Fatui Harbinger.
And he's alive.
Maybe now that he's called the Wanderer instead of Scaramouche or the Balladeer, he'll be a support character. And maybe perhaps he just decided to leave the Fatui or something. It's a dumb reasoning, I know, but let me dream, alright? Speaking of which, now that he's called the Wanderer and has a blue color scheme instead of his typical Inazuma-styled colors, this really makes me curious about where the Archon quest is going to go, because if he's going to be playable, that obviously means he's alive. So maybe he got his memory erased because of the Irminsul thing that happens during the Archon quest, potentially after his boss fight. Either way, I'm genuinely looking forward to seeing what they do with both his gameplay and his role in the story. Faruzan, I feel like she has more potential to be an Animo support for Xiao, and Scara if he's an Animo DPS and potentially even Hazo. Again, I don't look at leaks, so I literally have nothing to go off of, but as of right now, I don't think we have any lore or information to go off of to see what she can do, so you might be wondering what they could possibly do to make these characters unique. Personally, for me, I think their playstyles just have to be completely different, because if Scara is an Animo on-field DPS, he has competition with Xiao. The only way that he can really power creep Xiao is by giving him higher multipliers and extra utility, because as of right now, Xiao is by far the best and only Animo main DPS in the game, and I kind of hope it stays that way. Animo isn't really viewed as a main DPS element. It's not good because it does good damage, but it's the best because it has great support utility. Speaking of support, I'm really hoping that either Scara or Faruzan will be a great support for Xiao. You might be wondering what I'll like to see for a dedicated support, since I do main Xiao. Well, what his teams really lack is a way to decrease Animo resistance and increase plunge damage. As of right now, the only way to consistently decrease Animo resistance is by using Zhongli's shield, which is why he's by far one of Xiao's best supports. Yes, I know C4 Jean and C2 Venti can decrease Animo resistance, but ain't no way in hell most people gonna get that. The only way to increase plunge damage is through a few ways. One of them is C6 Toma, but that's Toma we're talking about, and he's not that great for Xiao, and it's only a 15% increase to plunge damage. We also have the Shimanawa sets, which can increase plunge damage by 50%, I believe, but that drains energy and that messes with rotations a lot. And speaking of artifacts, I've heard around the grapevine that apparently there is going to be a new artifact set that's going to release alongside 3.3, and it's speculated that it's going to increase plunge damage, I believe. Personally, I'm hoping that it's not going to be his best in slot artifact set, because I don't want to farm another set for a third time, but if it is his by far best in slot set, then I guess it is back to grinding. Oh, brother have mercy. Oh yeah, and the last way to increase plunge damage is C4 Albedo. Do I really need to say more? I guess something I can mention is how funny it is if you switch Xiao's and Albedo's C4 with each other, then they could become good constellation. Anyways, thanks for watching everyone. I'm hoping that either Scara or Faruzan will be a good Xiao support, but if they aren't, I just hope that they will be fun to play because Animo is by far my favorite element to play as. Remember to sub and like if you enjoyed. When we reach 2k subs, I'll do a short Q&A, so help out the channel so we can reach there soon. Good luck to everyone pulling for Nahida and Yoimiya on Tuesday. Have a good night and day wherever you're at, and I'll see you all next time. Peace, and take care.